Please tell me that I can't, that I won't, that I fail, that I'll never make it out, yeah. Please tell me all the bad, never good, fill my head full of every single doubt, yeah. Please say any negative thoughts, I pop off when I hear people say I cannot. I get off to the thought of proving everyone wrong, I won't stop to the top, so you better back off and get lost. I'ma stay loud, stay proud, never running out, never heading south, I'll be spreading out.
What's going on? Welcome to another episode of the Estrada Vega. We got business funding, but also today I have a special guest that I wanted to bring to you because this is something that is going on around the world, and I know it personally because I went to school. I have a doctor in the house, and I'm gonna tell you why I have a doctor in the house. His name is Mr. Charles Potter. He is best known as a fine A doc. This gentleman has a calling and he has a purpose in life, and he has taken the time to be, to figure out and find out the ins and outs when it comes down to student loans, student lending, FATSA, how it works, why you should do it and why you shouldn't do it. And today I want to bring it to you because this is something that a lot of people, and we see it, being in business, being in credit, a lot of people comes to us, look, I got student loans. And sometimes I'm up to here with student loans. I can't even get a house loan or a car loan or even qualify for business loan. And this is something that affects a lot of Americans in the United States. Now, I know it firsthand because I've been to school and I was fortunate enough that I was in the military. But the military paid for my school. But I understand that a lot of people are not in that situation. And this is why we want to bring to you today some of the ins and outs for you to understand. And we want to give you a free gift that this gentleman, Dr. Fine A Doc, will give you guys today. But he will talk about how he's helping the community, how he's helping minorities, not only in his state, but nationwide. Welcome, Mr. Charles Potter. How you guys doing? How you doing today?
I'm doing fantastic. I love your intro.
Awesome. I appreciate you coming in today, taking the time and speaking to the audience. But at the same time, I know that you have a message that you want to put out there, that you want to talk to others, that you want, especially the youth today, the generation that we are in. And unfortunately, they don't have the same knowledge. And you are your age, you live a long life already. You actually know the ins and outs, a lot of things, right? That we all should be looking up to. And this is something that I know that you feel close to your heart because of the things that you have put together, what you experience with your family and the community. So tell us, who is Mr. Fine A Doc other than what you already said?
Well, I'm gonna make this real simple.
Awesome.
I'm an ordinary guy who's trying to do something extraordinary. It's not about me. It's about all the parents, all the students who are getting caught in the $1.7 trillion student loan debt trap.
Wow.
Several years ago, I was a managing general agent for a very large insurance company. I'm doing pretty good.
That's
I
awesome.
had to go to a top producers meeting, at least conference in New Orleans. On the agenda, it said all managing general agents have to become certified college planners. And I'm going like, really? I went into this certification process and it changed my life. The facilitator started off by saying, I will show you how someone living in River Oaks, and you may not know what River Oaks is. It's one of the most affluent communities in Houston, if not the country.
Wow.
Muhammad Ali tried to move in, they wouldn't let him.
Wow.
Someone living in River Oaks can get financial aid to send their kids to college easier than someone living in CUNY Homes. You may not know where CUNY Homes is. It is the place, the housing project that George Floyd grew up in. So
Oh
you
wow.
tell me somebody living in a housing project
Yeah.
is going to get financial aid. It's more difficult for them than it is for someone living in this affluent community. That changed my life because he showed how since 1965 this process has been around that people who know about it, they could actually live in River Oaks and their kids go to college and get financial aid. And
Wow. Okay.
yeah, here's the irony in that.
Uh-huh.
Where does the money for financial aid come from? Your taxes.
Our taxes.
Everybody in your family is
Yeah.
paying taxes.
Wow.
Aunts, uncles, nieces, nephews, grandma, grandpa, everybody sending money on April the 15th to fund these programs.
Yes.
So
Wow.
what shocked me,
Yeah.
you being told you can't get financial aid. You make too much money to get financial aid. And that's what most people think. They make six figures and they're all, wow, ain't gonna need me applying. I can't get financial. But the minute
Yeah.
you say that, all that money that your generations of family and your family have paid to the U.S. Department of Education, it's all right to give it to somebody who lives in River Oaks and send their kids to college.
Wow.
That's what changed my life.
All right. So you have written a couple books, but one of those is a book that I know that you want to now give the community, right? This is
Yeah,
called What Every Person Needs to Know About Before Filing for FAFSA, and in which you actually talk about one of the three main things that people don't know about today, kids going to school. One is not knowing about the financial aid formula, which you want, please talk to us about what the financial aid formula is. The other one is they don't even have an idea of how to select the proper college or university along with any funding that they're getting. And most of the, and this is, I think all teens are fatalistics. And what I mean by that is that they wait till the last year to start thinking about applying for financial aid. So tell me, how is your book answering and helping the community to answer this question? There's three main questions that we see all the time in our community.
earlier this year, matter of fact, just a little bit before October,
Yeah.
I went online to look for a parental guide for filling out the FAFSA. I didn't find one. I
No,
didn't find one.
there's none.
And I went on Amazon to see what they had.
Mm,
What they had, the only one that was specifically a FAFSA guide was for the year 2016.
wow.
Totally obsolete. And I kept saying, what can I? And then this came on to me. Because the buzzword now is hack. The hack for this, the hack for that. And then I said, wait a minute. I'm going to write something that's not going to be complicated. And I'm going to call it the FAFSA hack. And it's on Amazon right now, the FAFSA hack. So
Wow. So,
you send me your email. I get your email before December 25th. I'm going to send you the FAFSA hack.
okay, guys. So you guys heard that. Mr. Fine A Doc will give you the book that is in Amazon right now. It's called the FAFSA Hack, right? FAFSA Hack.
Yes.
Got it. So
Now,
at the end of this live, we're gonna give you how to get in contact with Mr. Job Herder, and you will be able to actually get the book for free. Christmas gift right there. Halloween holidays. I mean, thank you. Ho ho ho.
now, what's important about the FAFSA hack? The first thing that you need to know is the financial aid formula. Right here in Texas now, they require students fill out the FAFSA before they graduate from high school. They actually
Mm,
fill out the FAFSA in the classroom. Don't know the first thing about the formula. Not
yeah.
only that, where are the parents? The parents not sitting in the classroom with their kids, but the parents don't
Wow.
know anything about the formula. Here's the formula. Very simple. Cost of attendance minus expected family contribution equals financial need. Cost of attendance
Wow.
determined by the school you choose minus your expected family contribution. Most people don't even know what that is, and that's determined when you fill out the FAFSA
Yeah.
equals financial need. So at a so-called application that you
Mhm.
filling out and you have the mindset of filling out an application is really a form for demonstrating need. Here's how it works. Let's just say you chose a school that cost $10,000.
Yeah.
Your expected family contribution was $10,000. How much need did you demonstrate? Zero. And you
Mm.
go, oh my goodness, I can't get financial aid. Not true. Had
Wow.
you chose a school that cost $60,000, you just demonstrated a need for $50,000.
Mm.
And just to show you, this is not about people who dumb, don't know what they doing. Obama graduated from Harvard. And when he graduated, he had a ton of student loan debt. But there are people in his graduating class who weren't as skilled as he. They didn't pay anything. What did
Wow.
they know that Obama didn't know? So it's not about how smart you are. And this is
Yeah.
not about occupations, low income, and forget all of that. Finally, the student loan trap does not care and it does not discriminate. You either know what you're doing or you don't. I
Wow.
met a couple of weeks ago on a Saturday morning at a farmer's market. They selling fruits, vegetables, all kinds of stuff all around them, but they didn't have anything on their table. They didn't have no jams, jellies, honey. And I went over to them and I looked up and it said, "Fine, uh, excuse me, lost my train of thought for a minute. Pain management specialists.
Pain
These are
management.
doctors, a young couple,
Wow.
doctors,
Hmm.
pain management specialists. My wife had something with sciatica, and so I hurried up and called her because the one thing that it made them stand out, they say surgery is our last resort. In other words, we're gonna try and get you out of this pain without you going through surgery.
Wow.
And they asked me, what did I do? And I gave them my card, and they saw the student loan trap on the back. Why did I do that? They looked at each other and they looked at me and they said, I wish we'd seen you. Guess how much student loan debt they have?
For something like that, close to 200, I believe, right?
I wish $750,000.
Student loans.
$750,000. How you start a family and a marriage off $750,000 worth of debt and you don't have a house?
I
What's
know,
your
right?
debt to loan ratio gonna be? So that explains why they can't sit in their little office waiting for patients to come to them. They're out here in a farmer's market with people selling jams, jellies, and fruit, trying to get patients because their
Wow.
student loan is messing their head up.
They're
So
hustling.
I said, it doesn't matter what socioeconomic level you're on, what the color
Yeah.
of your skin is. You either know how the financial aid formula works, or you will achieve what you set out to do. You'll get the education.
Got it. Got it. So let me ask you something. So you are saying that anyone, doesn't matter socioeconomic situation, you can qualify for financial aid?
Yes,
Okay.
you
So
can.
and again,
And let me say this. Let
go
me
ahead.
say it's all about knowing how it works.
Of
Something that
course, yeah.
there are people who know, but they ain't telling you.
Yes.
I say all the time, there can be two educations
Yeah.
going on in the same schoolhouse.
Wow.
Some people get out of this high school certain information.
Yeah.
Other people in the same high school walk out of there. Here's an example of a counseling session. Maybe you ought to go to community college, build your grade point average up, and then transfer over to.
Got it.
That's the 5 second counseling session. And unfortunately, and I'm going to go there, a lot of our kids get this kind of counseling. They don't
Really?
know about certain things. But here's the other part I have to mention. Why do I have principals for counsel for clients? Why do I have counselors for clients? If they don't know what to tell their kids, what the heck are they telling yours?
Wow.
Like you said, most people wait until high school, senior year And now,
Yeah.
oh, I got to do financial aid. Wrong answer. Financial aid preparation starts in the freshman year. The
Really?
freshman year. There are things you can do in the freshman year that will reduce your adjusted gross income. Therefore, you will demonstrate more need when you fill out the FAFSA.
That's
But you
awesome.
don't know nothing about that. And what you're
Yeah.
doing, showing people how to do businesses, those are the deductions and things that you can claim as a result of that to reduce what? Your adjusted gross income. But you can't wait till the senior year to do it because here's the other thing. And then this is very important. Most people who went to school, and I know when you went to school, you were fortunate,
Yeah.
but you fill out the FAFSA in January. But now you don't fill out the FAFSA in January. You fill out the FAFSA in October. And everybody
Oh,
going, what the heck they do that for? Before, when they filled out the FAFSA in January, they
yeah.
looked at what you made in your junior year, the year
Mm.
prior to that, and then they determined the EFC. No longer true. Because they changed that date, they look at what you made in the sophomore year. So forget about what you're putting on that form. They already know what you made in the sophomore year. It's already been filed. And the
Wow.
computers and financial aid, U.S. Department of Education and the IRS are linked. They know immediately when your social security number comes in there what your parents have made.
Wow. All
So
right. So this is amazing. This is an amazing information that a lot of people needs to know. Um, we definitely want to go ahead and put out there more information about you. So how can we get in touch with you? If any of our listeners today want to go ahead and reach out to Find a Doc to hey, I have my either I am in school right now and I'm going through a situation which I need financial aid, or I'm a parent today that we teach business, we teach how to be savvy, how to know the ins and outs when you invest. And this is, if you think about it, as an investment, knowing how to properly get financial aid for your kids when they go to school. So if someone wants to get in touch with you, Mr. Potter, how can they reach you?
they can go to my website, Developing Future Scholars Inc. And that website address is dfs1.org. DFS, the number one, .org.
Got it.
They can email me at finaidoc, FINAIDOC, at dfs1.org, or they can call 713 446 0723, and you will get me. But like I said, I get that email before Christmas, you're going to get the FAFSA hack. And I'll make this mention this to you. When you go on my website, you're going to see Developing Future Scholars 12 Steps to College Success. The FAFSA hack is only step number 3.
Wow. Okay.
And you ask, when do you start? Our program starts in the 4th grade, and it's not a kids program. It's a parental empowerment program. We're going to teach you, the parent, what you need to do so that you can make sure all the people down the line are doing what they're supposed to do, and whatever they can't do, you're going to be able to do it.
Nice,
That's
nice,
what I'm
nice. So everybody, just so you remember, is FS, what is it? DFS.
David Frank Sam.
So DSF1.org. So that's developingfuturescholars.org. So
And
make
you
sure you go
can put in
to.
developmentfuturescholars.org as well.
Okay, you got it. You got it. So you can also go ahead and reach out to him by doc at dsf1.org. Guys, thank you for your time. Thank you for being here today, Mr. Potter. Thank you for taking the time and actually speaking to our audience. And definitely, well, I commend you for what you're doing, helping the community, helping the minorities too, as well, the Black, Hispanic community, because I know this is something that myself too, coming from a Hispanic family, something we don't know nothing about. This is something that is not taught and our communities, our cultures. But you're doing something great that should be commended. So thank you for your time. Okay.
You're quite welcome. I look forward to meeting you again soon.
Awesome. Bye. Hey guys, thank you. Thank you for tuning in. We'll see you in the next episode.
I take shots, I take loss, I make shots, I miss lots. That's how you get big box, you get yachts, you swing lots and pop off a big shot. I ain't done chasing, got big dreams, bigger things, impatient. Who's at the top think they need replacement? Who's at the top think I'm gonna erase them?